Yeah, he's like good students. Just
Well, good evening, everybody. It's time to start the program. Oh, you guys have been talking here and having a good time, and I've been having an absolutely great time here this evening. It's December 1st, 2021. The year is nearly over, so something to look forward to. Not only is the year nearly over, okay, but we've got to turn the camera here just a little bit. Here, you can see that our table is a little bit more decorous than usual. Is that decorous or decorous?
Decorous, yeah.
A little bit more decorous. I write the stuff, I don't speak it a lot. And it's more decorous than usual because when Laura and I showed up and opened up the door to the room here at Mythos Games, it was all dark and I figured we'd have, I didn't see anybody out front, so I thought, you know.
Yeah, normally we're all congregated outside.
Yeah,
I
we're all
thought
outside,
no one was
so
here tonight. I thought, oh no.
Great, we're gonna have to bust out a, cribbage or something and just play it together, the two of us. But as I opened the door, the lights suddenly came on, and there was explosions and yelling and surprise, and I was legitimately surprised with a birthday party here.
It's called a surprise
everyone.
round. You fail your perception check of an ambush.
I did fail my perception check. It's quite true. I rolled a 1 on my perception check, actually. Rolling a 1 on my perception check would have caused a heart attack from the surprise of all of that.
That was a concern. We discussed that.
Yeah, they had discussed that, of course, and rightly so. So anyway, here we are, and so there's confetti everywhere here in the room. Mythos Games will probably charge us for that. And, no, we promised to clean up. That's what that was. We had cheesecake this evening, homemade cheesecake here by Bo. Bo, take a bow for the cheesecake.
That was good.
Thank you.
Astonishing.
Excellent.
It was extremely politic of everybody here to just have happy birthday spelled out with the candles as opposed to the fire hazard that my actual number of years would represent. And I did manage to blow them all out in one puff. Yes, Laura was very proud of me for that. So the party continues. I mean, here you can see see the bacchanalia over here of
Excellent word.
of the party. Yeah, we like to. So isn't that great?
Yeah.
They even brought me a gift.
They did.
Now, I said, and they said, "You want to open it now?" And I said, "No, I want to open it on the air." So we're going to open it here on the air in a minute. But first, I want to be all braggy. It's my birthday. I want to be all braggy about what I did get for my birthday on my birthday.
Like a 10-year-old. Okay.
Like
Nothing wrong with that.
Go
Hey, it's your special day.
What do we do for a
Now
living?
everything's my obsession with my details.
We're 10-year-olds.
Yes, we're 10-year-olds. That's what we do. We make stuff up, and
Yeah, and people pay us for it. It's a really good life, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Smartest 10-year-olds ever.
Exactly. In fact, we were talking on the way.
Oh, listen, when I was 10, I used to get accused of stealing my writing from somewhere.
Okay.
By different teachers are like, you could not possibly have written this.
Wow.
It was like,
The accusations of plagiarism were
it
just
was
flying.
terrible. You would think.
When she's in elementary school, there's just not a lot of plagiarism going on in elementary school, but apparently she had a corner on it.
Oddly,
Yeah.
that did not discourage me. It did not worry me or upset me too much. I'm like, dang, I'm really
Ironically-
good.
Ironically, I got the opposite critique of mine wasn't creative enough. I mean, they were sound papers, but they were more research-oriented. And my teachers for the creative writing were like, you need to be more creative. And I'm like, that's what you get.
Sometime when the game gets really boring, you should let me know, and I will tell you the story of my creative writing class. the creative writing class that I took in college, and almost failed.
Really?
Yeah.
But that
Oh, yeah.
teacher would have felt a little silly now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to tell it now.
No.
Okay.
No.
We got other things to do tonight.
Good.
Were you
Yeah.
going to open your present?
Yeah,
or are
stay
you
on-
going to
I'm
stay?
going to. I wanted to tell. I want to
Oh,
tell
you
you.
were bragging about
I'm
your
bragging about
birthday
my present.
present. Okay,
He's a
go
GM.
ahead.
Let him tell us
Honey.
his
Right.
Go for it.
Okay.
He's a storyteller.
So my beautiful wife, who understands me extremely well, she gave me a copy of Descent, the game Descent, the new Legend. Is it Legends or Legacy? I can't remember. What is it?
I don't know.
Tasha, do you remember what it is?
Descent, Legacy. No, it's Legends.
Legends.
Yeah.
That- I do want to point out, though, before I go any further.
The comments are lighting up here, incidentally, with happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, thank
And
you.
they think it's hilarious that you almost failed a creative writing class.
It's true.
Yeah,
And
we
we'll
will tell that story sometime.
We promise we'll tell that story sometime. If not, everybody online can remind us next time, and we'll do it then.
Remind them. I want to hear it.
Okay, and then what? So my wife got me Descent, which is a fabulous game,
It is a very,
Good
fun.
game.
It really
excellent game,
Really
And-
fun.
And
We played it for 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours before we figured out you could save it and stop.
Oh, well, that's the whole point of the set.
I know,
Is that
right?
right there?
We just kept playing and
You just said,
playing and
when
playing.
are
It
you
was
going to
so
tell us we
fun.
can stop? It's like being in a casino, you know, you just kind of
We
keep
got
going.
through. We got
There's
through
no
this
windows,
whole
no
first
clocks.
scenario. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it was wonderful.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the game. And you know, spent an afternoon putting together all the cardboard stand-up. And thinking about all the miniatures that I now get to paint. You know, I can start with the PC characters, though. There's only like 6 of those, and I, you know, not hurt myself. So I got Descent, and then my youngest son gave me something I've kind of wanted since 12. I was 12 years old. He gave me a Mobius Models EVA pod from 2001.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I've wanted something like that since I was a kid. I loved 2001. I was just like a big, huge fan of it. And as a kid, and especially that pod, which looked to me like, you know, kind of a spacey Volkswagen. And he gave me this Mobius model, and it's huge. It's like this big, and when finished, it'll be about this big, and I can light it, you know. And I'm just really excited about that. It's took me back to childhood, which is why I'm 10 again. And then my eldest son and his family gave me a birthfamous present, which is kind of birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, all, you know.
One of those.
It's kind of amortizing the cost,
Yeah.
I think. Right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, over the whole thing. And they handed it to me, and it was a brown wrapping, paper wrapping, tied together with string. It had old Italian postage stamps on it, stamped Venice, Italy on it, and it was addressed to Dr. Indiana Jones, Bartlett College.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Opened it up a little too carefully. I mean, everybody was waiting for me to like.
It took forever.
It took forever for me to get into it, 'cause
Forever.
I wanted to not, you know, ruin the paper. Pulled it out, and it is an exact reproduction of the Grail Diary.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very cool.
I mean, it's mind-blowing.
It's choice.
It
really
is so choice.
Wow,
Okay?
very nice.
I mean,
That's
it's got little like train tickets in it, you know, where you like for bookmarks and
Awesome.
and tickets to a lecture by Dr. Henry Jones, right? Also, it's got. I found the rubbing of the lower half of the crest of the shield, right? You pull it and you can open it up. It's
yeah.
you know, and as I was leafing through it, I think my favorite thing that I ran across. I found one page and it had Adolf Hitler's signature.
Because he autographed
That's right,
it.
because he autographed
Because
it.
he autographed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
autographs in it.
Oh, it was just,
And it's totally handmade.
it's completely handmade.
Amazing.
It's just an amazing,
That's really
amazing.
awesome.
So I have had a tremendous, it's been like the greatest birthday.
That is awesome.
Fantastic.
So yeah, like I said, I was a 10-year-old kid, and all that. But everybody here brought me a present too. I don't want to see what the present is. Got here too.
Should I get it?
Yes, I
All
do.
right.
Open the
Wait a
present.
minute. Yes, you should get it. You should bring me the present.
All right.
Bring me my present.
Oh, brother.
So we all chipped in for this.
Oh wow. Okay, like The Office, right?
I went and picked it, but we all chipped in.
Oh, okay. That seems fair.
There you go.
Okay. So here's our present. Yes. Good thing we're streaming this live, right?
Yeah.
And by the way,
Underleveled says I'll overnight some tacos to Tracy.
oh sweet.
Get after it.
I would like to mention at this point that when our last week, like 2 weeks ago, if you remember, this entire group of adventurers walked into a ruin,
And this isn't bribery at all.
and at the behest of an undead army, and the door slowly closed behind them, and that's how it ended last week, or last time we played. So apparently, in an effort not to die,
Here we have it.
this is the way it was with the
Underleveled
Grail
says,
Diary.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah,
say, you're supposed to tear it open.
That's not true.
Oh, hey, you heard it here.
Indeed.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I have been bribed.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
Star Trek Ascendancy.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh
So
my God.
I own that game. It is the best Star Trek game ever made.
Agreed.
The game that captures the essence of what it is to explore the galaxy, to boldly go. That's the game that.
Then this is the game I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
awesome.
So,
Oh, man.
fantastic.
I can't
Because
wait to play
everybody
that.
here knows what a Star Trek fan I am.
Yes.
Okay.
That was what I was trying to capitalize on.
And
was
you
it was
totally
your Star Trek
did.
fandom. Yes, exactly.
Totally did.
Fantastic.
There are experience points coming
There you go.
based on this
Just
one.
not going to use
Do you know
experience
how many
enough
years
for
he
me.
rocked the Riker beard?
Uh,
How many years? It was a long.
Was it a
Oh,
few?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
okay. I mean,
He did. He
I
looked
did.
really good in it.
I did the beard.
I like cried when he shaved it off.
So, do you want to hear the story that actually? Do you want to hear the story that actually sent me to get that?
Yes.
I was trying to figure out what we should get you, and I happened to come across a copy of Larry Elmer's the complete book that he released in 2013.
Oh, yes.
And in the middle of that book, there is a random picture of you, just sitting somewhere in a Federation, command red uniform. I'm like, okay, all right, that does it.
Was I
He's-
rocking the beard in this?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Of
the beard
course
was
I
there,
was.
the
I
beard
had
was
the
there.
Riker beard.
So so I saw that picture. I'm like, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
This is what we got to do.
Totally nailed that.
Yeah.
Oops.
Because actually, it depends on which picture you have of which one he put in.
What have I done?
Okay, if I'm sitting, that's one thing. But there's also another really great picture of me doing the foot on the chair.
Riker.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Riker. That was back when that would work.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
But, yes.
asking our audience, Picard or Kirk?
That's a tough question.
It's
Picard
a
or
tough
Kirk?
question.
Picard or
That's
Kirk?
not
It's
a tough question.
question.
Carter
Are you pulling us? Or
I think
Oh, we
it's
could
a
pull the
reasonable,
room, yeah, because
poll,
I
yeah.
pulled.
Because the greatest captain is Kirk, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for me,
Yeah.
it's Picard.
It's Kurt.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yes, but if you go with Kirk, then you have to decide: is it the Kelvin
Oh, no.
Kirk or is
Oh
it
gosh,
Oh
no.
no, we do not utter the name of the Kelvin timeline.
Yes.
So, yeah.
sad people? Sad people.
So
We
no,
got
no.
one
yeah.
Picard on here. I guess no one else is gonna.
A poll has erupted on the chat now about which
Well,
one.
Kirk is the correct answer.
Deja Vu says Kirk would beat up Picard.
Hands down, that's
first
true.
Now,
thing
you
you
know,
do
that
I
might
have to agree
actually
with
be
that.
true.
But first he would do a couple
Yeah.
unnecessary somersaults, and then
He would do a couple
Yes.
unnecessary
Yes.
somersaults, tear his shirt, find the nearest woman,
Yes.
while Picard
Would
was
negotiate
going
peace or
to
something.
negotiate peace and hold a meeting.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
a meeting.
And I'm sure
Okay.
a Shakespearean sonnet would slip in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Underlevel,
in there.
underleveled says whichever one Chris Pine played.
That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kelvin timeline. We already had that conversation.
All right,
We're
that's
not-
the wrong-
we're not having time for
I
Kelvin.
mean, I thought that was a great Kirk. I'd vote for that one.
Oh, that is fun. That is way
Anyway,
fun. Can't wait to play
Thank you,
that.
everybody. I can't wait to bust this out and play it. And if any of you thought that I was going to just put this in my closet and wait for its value to go up, you don't know me very well.
Yeah, we don't have any of those things.
We don't actually have any
We
of those.
played with all
play
our
We
toys.
play out with all our toys.
That's fantastic.
See,
That's
but
great.
you're the Hickman, so by default, the stuff you play with is more valuable.
Oh, well, there you go.
Actually, we have sold you stuff for more than we. That's true.
That is
I gotta
true.
say.
That is true. And actually, I'm going to put this down, otherwise I'll just open it up and play it.
Yeah. Okay. But that was they were trying to get out of a sticky situation tonight.
Yeah, well,
My chickens.
Through bribery.
Okay. It's
least
time for the fortune cookie.
Oh, no.
Dead.
Is it time for the
I do
fortune
want
cookie?
to. I do want to point out one more thing.
Yes, please.
I would love the audience to, the viewing
Oh,
audience
we
to
have
see
to
the
the
card.
card.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the card.
Oh,
We have to
Show
show
the
everybody the
birthday card.
card. Just a moment. We're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
show everybody the card. And here we go. This is my birthday card.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
You gotta love
I've
it.
already sent it to Margaret.
Graceland is so happy to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Part of the festivities.
Yeah, give me the horn.
But of
Yeah, and the
course-
hat. The hat works for him.
I do love that Karaman's got the little hearts on his hat.
I do like the little hearts on Karen's hat. I like that there's like this little plume on the top of Raceland's hat. We're not sure whether he made that. Right?
That was completely unintentional, but yeah, okay.
But I think
see
there's a
that.
magical aspect to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see him saying, if I have to wear this hat, it's going to at least rock some magic
Gonna
of
make
some
it mine,
kind. Right.
Okay.
So yes, you didn't share that. We will share that, and we'll share this online also with everybody.
Okay, and this evening we
There
have
you
a
go.
special guest with us.
Oh, we do. We have a special guest.
Oh, hey, fix the.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can't
It's
see
all
them
on
because
you.
it's all about me.
Yeah, it's all about you.
Okay.
Okay, lean in here.
Whole time to take a
This
guess.
is our daughter Tasha,
Hey, everybody.
and she is here tonight. And tell us the name of your
Podcast?
podcast.
I was reading her mind.
Yes, you
I,
were.
I have a year-round horror storytelling podcast called Copper Shock. It's just really quick podcast, bite-sized, really. They're about 20 to 10 minutes long, so you should definitely check it out.
And where do they go to find it?
You can find it on almost any podcast platform. So if you listen to Stitcher or if you listen to just Apple Podcasts, you should be able to find me. Copper Shock.
Super. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna have you read the player's fortune cookie.
Do I have to do this in like a special voice or
No, you can if you want
Yes.
to.
Yes?
We do not object to funny
taking
voices.
a poll? What accent should I attempt? I'm looking at the comments here, and I'm not promising it's going to be good. So what?
Oh,
what
Copper
accent?
Shock, it's not theater, right? Just Copper Shock.
Copper Shock. Yes.
Okay.
German accent.
And I can give a
German?
German.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's right. That's right. Sushi.
It's probably going to come up more Swedish or something. See what we can do here.
Fortune cookie time.
Fortune cookie. German. This is
It's for the players.
all right. Nah, this one is not sleeping. Does not mean they're awake. That's more Russian.
It's okay.
That's okay. I totally wanted to
That's
mention
just
it.
Russian.
Own it, own
One
it.
is not sleeping does not mean they are awake.
Ah.
Oh, and
That means
that
pay
is
attention.
good
Pay
advice for the
attention.
players tonight.
That was really good. Where is my portal master Rachel?
Okay. For the players. And now for the GM.
Yes, please.
Don't do the accent thing. I tried that and that was
No,
bad.
you did
It was
a great job.
awesome.
Do not even say otherwise.
It took me about a 7 Mississippi to get there, but we got there.
So we got there. That's
Yeah.
it. We were all along for the
I
journey.
can't do accents.
It was a great journey.
I tried, everything comes out Irish. I don't know why.
So you're saying Irish for this cookie?
Because if I try, I'll end up Scottish. It's really sad.
Okay, this is my fortune. This is my birthday fortune for this evening. Uh-oh.
It's so apropos. It's not even a fortune, baby.
Oh, wow.
Plan your work and work your plan.
Oh.
Which is what we were doing today, working on Sky Raiders. For all of you out there wondering, yes, we are busy little bees working on that.
Excellent. That is excellent.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't even
Well, I'm
ask if it's
exhausted,
ready.
so.
Yeah.
You open it, you eat it.
Great deal.
No, okay. Well, we should probably play our game.
Yes, please, go right ahead. I'm going to turn this
Which
around.
one? Wait a minute.
So we have a second camera on our
Laura
table.
likes to turn the things around, and then she leaves the cover off, and then, oh, no, wait, that's
I
good.
didn't do that.
Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, you've got everybody on this side. That's pretty good. And then all I need to do is, get
Okay,
everybody on
you've got a
this
new
side.
subscriber. Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you, Marshall.
Okay, I think we got
I feel
this.
like wait.
All right, so everybody's ready to play this game?
Yes.
Yes?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, why
It's so
not?
dark over there.
Why is it so dark over there? I don't know. I wish I did. Let me see if I can help that a little bit. There, that helped a little bit because you were blowing out with the white in the back.
Oh,
Because we are
Underlevel has a question. honey.
even darker.
Underlevel has a question. You
By the
guys are
way,
living more, breathing more every moment because Underlevel has a question.
I'm
Okay.
working on my next Sky Raiders video. Am I allowed to use the information from the emails?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
And I'm actually working on, Laura and I are actually working on a means whereby all of you Skyraider people may actually be able to watch some of the development.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
stay tuned. We've got big things planned.
Yeah, we got big things, big doings going on here with,
And now to the game. It can be avoided no longer.
Back to real life.
oh, sure it can. Give me a minute.
He does still have the story about nearly failing creative writing.
That's true.
Next
That's,
week.
yeah, all right, fine, next week. Yes, I made a whole new opening here just for us.
Oh, very cool. So there's an intro running right now?
There was.
Oh, there was.
Yeah,
Oh.
now we're no longer in the intro, now we're in the outro.
We are intro.
We're so done with the intro that we're now outro. I wonder, oh, I know what, I've got my dice right here. Last time, as you recall, things were a bit dire. What was going on last time we left each other?
Well, we penetrated into the city of Terminus, the ruined city of Terminus.
Sure.
I haven't encountered any ghosts yet, but there are reports that there's ghosts floating around.
There was
Right?
You talked to
Well, no, there was like
Well, I don't know that-
children, and then there
I
was
spoke to somebody,
a almost dead person.
an almost dead person.
We found a
But
dead?
anyway, in the heart of Terminus, we found a large spire building, spire of a building that had these protruding balconies. Am I describing this accurately?
Actually, it looks as though it looks like a stadium,
Stadium. Okay.
Oh, okay.
kind of round, huge round structure actually,
I was way up.
hundreds of feet across. And and at the top level of this round structure, you can see that there are platforms that protrude out from the structure. They're supported by arches underneath, but they protrude out, radiate out from the structure. At least the two that are still remaining. Others have fallen and crumbled
Sure.
to the ground. You actually did meet someone who was speaking a language you did not understand.
More importantly, they're tangible.
Well, they were, and then they weren't, and then they were.
Well, so that's see, I didn't observe this. They weren't part. I've only seen them tangible. So.
Well, you did push them, and they did. They weren't. They did.
They got pushed. Yeah, he poked
They
them
were-
with
Yeah.
his stick.
Okay. All right.
That's when we decided not to anymore.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, he directed us into a door. I'm referring to us as captives
At this point, yeah.
and slaves and whatnot,
If that's
which,
what-
which I insist we are not. But
We are still all armed.
Yes.
Well, you declared yourself the master to this group, correct?
well, I was able to discern that was what their word for master was, and yes, I have indicated that I am indeed that individual, that person.
And then they led us into a very dark room, and I lit up my
There are a lot of people in there.
yeah, I lit up my mace so that we could see, and then well, Eden has mace anyway, and we saw that it was just crowded, that every seat was filled.
With hundreds of armed.
Yeah, you did mention they were armed.
I can see in the dark, though.
We've walked into a snake pit. Expect them not to bite.
The snake-filled stadium.
Yes.
A snake is sealed.
All
And,
snake.
and it was
There you go.
walking into that big open space, seeing hundreds of these, a multitude, that the doors slammed shut behind us.
Oh, that's right.
We are now trapped inside. Well,
Actually, the building that you entered was the building that was an annex to the large large round area. It also was a large building that was square. It was octangular, not octangular. Sorry, it was rectangular in structure. It was flat on the sides, as it jutted out from this huge round structure that you passed. As you come. You pass in through the doors, and the doors close behind you. There is indeed a multitude in here. This is a convoluted area, actually, a lot more congested than you would have thought. The hall that you enter into runs down about 30 feet. It's about 20 feet wide, runs down about 30 feet to a large open area in the middle. The ceiling is very tall above you, almost 40 feet overhead. But on either side there are a number of rooms and passages that extend back away from this hall. You see this comes to a junction of the main hall and then a similar hall on the far other side. The area that is in here is full of beings that are shifting and moving about. Some of them are ethereal in nature, some of them are more physical. Some of them are skeletal, or in various states of decay. But all of them are milling about here.
Oh,
Did you notice us?
is there any place to hide? Behind a column, behind a.
I mean, I can extinguish my
I
mace.
grabbed the door and tried to
The
open
only
it.
source of light is me. I can just turn it off.
The figure that brought you here is there and is urging you forward.
You are master.
He obeys. The dutiful servant draws us forward. Let us proceed.
I get right behind you.
All right. I trepidatiously proceed. Try not to show these guys how nervous I am.
So when we met him, he was with a woman. Is she around?
I'm sorry.
When we met him outside,
There's a woman and there's a child too.
No, there was no child that I recall, but he was. But Clark is right. He was being protective of some female.
She ran off.
Have you seen her anywhere?
That's a good question.
That's true.
No, you do not see her here.
Well,
Suspect she might be the master.
No, probably his wife or something.
Can I just improvise to try and blend in with this multitude so they cannot determine that I'm different?
Imhotep.
I speak Draconic, close enough, I'm sure.
These people have like
You
low-
can, in fact, you do, in fact, they don't seem to pay any attention to you at this point. As the figure who is with you urges you to go down and comes to the center of this structure, he urges you to the right, down the main hall of this building.
Can I see down it?
Okay.
I can see 60 feet in the dark.
As you look down here, the rest of you can't see 60 feet in the dark.
Not I.
But it's actually not, it's not actually an issue because when you came into the town, it was during the day. When you came into the city, it was during the day. The fog that is outside is less here, but it is still very thick. You can see columns of dim light that penetrate this space from the ceiling that is high overhead.
So it is lit.
There's enough light for you to see here. in
Then
this
I
space.
extinguish my mace so that our eyes can adjust. We'll probably be able to see more.
Excellent.
You guys, maybe.
Like light coming in through a broken.
There are sections of missing roof.
I can't see Kurt no
Yeah.
more.
As you turn the corner, you notice that there is a rusted iron barricade here that extends across the width of this room, and there are passages on either side. Some of the figures are in fact moving in through the door openings, the arched openings on both sides, and moving back into the rooms beyond.
Are they moving toward the round circular building or away from it?
They seem to be moving toward the round circular building, yes.
That's where the guy wants us to go.
Yes, he's urging you to follow with the rest of this.
If it's worth anything, of course, comprehend language is still active. I get it for an hour, and I don't know how long it's been, but 20,
It's been about
20 minutes or
20 minutes,
Okay,
yes.
so we still got about 40 minutes of this. If I hear anything of import.
Can I hunch over and try and like blend into the crowd
Sure.
The
As they go around.
Watch
Yeah.
you want to roll.
yeah, a 6'6" barong is trying to
Right. That's why I'm
blend
hunching
in
over.
with the undead.
Well, are there other
Specifically,
Quran and
it's a
Dragon
single
Lord and so forth around, or is that what?
No, keep going. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just
Interestingly enough, there are in fact skeletal barong that are here,
That's really
Ah.
cool.
as well as decaying minotaur,
Walking around.
moving, shuffling through bending over and shuffling through these same openings.
So as we're moving through the multitude, before we really get too much into the hall, can I kind of shuffle off into the crowd, or will the guy corral me?
No, they don't seem to.
I meant our escort.
I'm sorry.
Our escort.
Oh, your escort? He stays with you.
Okay, so he doesn't let me leave.
No.
That was worth a try.
well. Should we keep going with this guy?
We want to go where all the dead things are going?
I don't want to pick a fight with a bunch of things.
Well, they seem to be worse, right?
They seem to be ignoring us. So, sleeping dogs, as they say.
Well, what
Who says that?
They do.
Oh, interesting phrase.
You actually don't see any dogs, sleeping or otherwise.
Well,
But
metaphorically
That's why I'm
speaking.
confused.
The metaphorical dogs.
I've never heard of sleeping dogs.
you pass through the arched opening and into a
Insane.
maze of rooms and bent iron crossed doors that have all been opened or pulled aside. You follow the crowd around and again out back into the main area of the hallway. You find yourself on the far side now of the iron bars that went across the width of this enormous hall. It's getting more and more crowded with these creatures. Some of them are ethereal, some of them fade in and out of existence. There are human men, human women, there are barong here, there are minotaur here. There are fae. No, there are no fae here.
No fair.
There
Except
are
us.
some dwarves.
Are they armed?
Each of them appears to be armed in some fashion.
So it wouldn't look too weird if I was carrying the stick, right?
No. Yes, as you move into the second area, you see that there is another set of bars, iron rusted bars that extend across the space. And you cross this space with the flow of the creatures here into the far side again and enter yet another maze of rooms and corridors. There are broken desks here and splintered furniture here in places. Again, a series of iron thatched doors that have been bent or pulled aside or sundered. When you get to the far side of come out of that again, you again enter that central corridor area, and you can see now a large doorway in the direction of the circular building.
It's a gladiatorial arena.
It very, very well might be. I have an idea. A moment. So, looking at the ground, is it? Do we have enough of a collection of dust or dirt? Is it? How much of an accumulation of dust or dirt, or is it even a stone floor? Is it an earthen floor?
It's broken stone, some earth.
Well, what I'm trying to get at.
There's actually not a lot of dust here.
Okay, interesting. Well, I would like to be able to draw out a representation of a harp, because that's the name. That's the name of the thing that we were looking for. The harp, right?
Yeah.
The harp, yes. Yeah. So I'd like to illustrate a harp, either by drawing one with my finger on the floor, or by some other
Give me
means.
a perception check.
Perception. So that is going to be a 12. Yeah, 12.
On a
Very well,
pillar
so
near the doorway, the large doorway that's leading out and into the light, you see carved on the walls pictograms on the column.
Oh, okay. Wasn't what I was going for, but I'll take it. Fantastic.
There are a set of 3 masks
Okay.
with an arrow that is pointing back in the direction from which you came.
Okay.
There is a ship
Okay.
with an arrow pointing in the direction you're going,
Okay.
and there is a set of 3 squares, one stacked on top of 2, that has an arrow pointing in the direction from which you've come.
Okay.
And there is
I
a
imagine that's
harp
supplies.
carved in the stone.
There's a harp?
Carved in the stone.
Oh, well.
An arrow?
With an arrow pointing in the direction from which you have come.
It's pointing back. Well, I point at that and get our guide's attention. Do I have his attention? You.
Pokes at you with his sword.
We look. Harp.
There's a whole crowd of
We
people
look for harp.
from all over.
Where is harp?
I'll just loudly say in 3 different languages. Does anyone here speak Common? And then in Elvish. Does anyone here speak Elvish? And then in Infernal. Does anyone here speak Infernal?
And no one reacts to this.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, on Giles.
So
We'll try
this
it.
guy.
Common.
I master. I say his word for master. Harp. Me. Master. Want harp.
Unbelievably.
Yes.
And this is not because you gave me a great present.
right.
I want all of you guys to know this.
It has nothing to do with that.
He understands you. And for the first time, his face brightens, his eyes widen. He almost smiles.
Wow. All right.
He looks very excited. And he grabs you by the back, by your tunic, at the back of the neck, and starts hauling you through the bright doors.
Okay.
Back the way we came.
Yeah, I'll follow kind of.
Is it back the way we came towards where the
Oh
arrows
no, this is out into the light.
Away from the heart.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's go.
Oh, what a shame. He's probably dead.
He's not taking us in the direction.
He
of the
really
heart.
missed.
Indeed.
Yes.
Not with the harp indicated, no.
No. Yeah, he's taking us the other direction, or he's taking you the other direction.
I don't think I see that. I'm gone.
Yeah,
he kind of grabbed me and
follow
ran.
because I'm not in any hurry or concern.
So I appreciate that, but
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, we should
Going the
probably
wrong
share.
way.
Am I? I don't know.
I reluctantly follow. The big sigh.
Like she.
As you come out into the great, as you emerge into the dim light through the filtered through the fog, you can barely see the extent of this open space. It has the appearance of an arena. There are tiers that come up from the floor. There's a great crack in the floor, however, and debris that has fallen down here. There is a perception check from everybody, actually.
I think I'm being too busy dragged by my tunic.
Perceive anything. whatsoever.
18.
25.
21.
My best roll of the night.
I see the crack in the floor.
No.
On the second sheet, you'll have
I apologize, 23.
Oh, well,
the
yeah.
second sheet.
I only have, I was way off.
The first one's just worked pretty.
I got 3.
So if they have
I was happy with
perception on
18.
that one. I rolled a natural 18.
You can see on these tiers all of these creatures of death who have taken their position, or have taken a position and moving listlessly about the platforms here.
When you say creatures of death, you mean the zombified?
The zombified, some are ghostish, some are ethereal, some are skeletal.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't like a god of death or something. Okay.
Yes,
There are in fact ramps. You can see that once there were
Well, it's a spell I have. Yeah.
Once there were 5 great ramps that went up from the floor here all the way up to the top of the top rim of this structure.
He says that I have this.
Parts of the structure have fallen away. Some of the there's a great section of wall actually off to your
Yes, but this comes from
about 2 o'clock position from when you walk through the doors that has fallen away
Yes, it's
completely.
gotcha. I apologize. I should have specified.
So these ramps are really steep.
These ramps are very steep,
Well, walkable?
but
Are there like steps?
there are steps next to them, or in many places you can see steps next to these ramps.
Interesting.
At the top of one of these ramps, the one in fact is the furthest right for you as you enter the space, there appears to be some sort of a framework that is still in place. It's broken, but you recognize it as being a winch,
Okay.
a
winch?
a crane.
Oh, okay.
Okay, possibly a loading crane.
But still no heart.
No heart.
So, I'm not entirely certain of the rules of this cantrip. So it says I can make an instantaneous sound, like the cry of a raven or ominous whispers. Correct. Can I make it sound like a harp playing just like one stroke of the chords, not necessarily a continual playing?
Yes, I would think that the cat would be able to do
I'm
that.
going to simultaneously cast that and the appearance of a harp right in the center, kind of floating off the ground.
Well, the cantrip does last for up to 1 minute.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It does last.
So,
So basically for a minute I'm going to make the appearance of a floating harp playing.
well, no,
That
you
looks
just make the
similar.
sound, I think, not the actual.
Uh,
It doesn't. Go ahead. Go. You're good.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'll just
you're
do
right,
the
you're
sound
right.
because I
Correct.
don't know. I'm not super familiar with the spell.
You're
Cantrip. So it sounds like a harp for a minute that's playing in this giant arena.
Yes, this is what I'm speaking of. We are obviously close. Success is afoot. I do declare.
We found our harp.
What? Do you not hear it?
Where is it
The
coming
dulcet tones of the harp
from? Where is it coming from?
descend upon us.
Can I tell if the crane is functional?
What's that?
Can I tell if the crane is functional?
Yeah, leave that.
No.
No, I cannot tell, or it
No, it is not functional.
It is not functional.
So you think they like drag stuff?
Yeah,
Or lower, I guess both.
maybe both. Yeah, it could be like how they got cargo back and forth. It sounds like this is a place where airships would be loaded.
I like that
unloaded.
person's idea. I don't know what it is, but I like
And
it.
so, but I think the crane
Makes the
probably
GM
just
laugh.
unload those
It's a good
ships, but it's not functioning anymore. And it looks like these ramps are even mostly broken. Is there a ship at the end of any of these ramps?
It's true. And we found ourselves
No,
a ship.
there are no ships.
Okay.
We care not for ships regardless. We want the harp.
The sound of the harp resounds in the space, and in fact it is actually amplified to a certain extent because of the shape of the space. And as the sound of the harp resonates in this space, a silence deeper than the grave descends. Nothing is moving.
I guess I'll stop since I'm trying to pretend to be there.
In this crowd of hundreds of people, no movement.
No movement.
So that's a showstopper.
Save one. Across from you, across from the door from which you came, a single figure stands up atop a broken pillar. It's a lithe figure, feminine in form, but it is wearing a headpiece of, it looks to, may have once been silver, but it is tarnished now. And it completely covers their head.
Okay.
Can I roll in actually
Step behind the barrel.
knowledge history to see if maybe it looks iconic from a cultural book or something I read?
You can see actually in part of the detail through the tarnish, you can actually see that there appear to be figures of snakes around the.
I'm going to change that to a knowledge religion.
Is it a human appearing like a human body?
It's more light. It could be a human body. It seems a bit more light than that.
That could be an elf. It could be a fae.
Certainly, I'm becoming more
She stands
trepidatious.
atop this on the broken stub of this pillar and points to you, since you're the one that they
You called yourself
was
master.
pushed forward.
Sure.
Oh, crap.
Maybe nobles are good for something.
Absolutely.
Duh.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, literally.
Several feet behind you.
Yeah.
And I'll just not move while he goes and gets executed. I mean,
She points at me, right?
Ready to jump out there.
Good lady, I am at your service.
I'll be within 60 feet of 60 feet of her.
Maybe she closed her eyes.
I'll be within 6, right?
Oh, if this is a
Fortunately for you, the spell is not yet finished.
My comprehend languages?
Yes.
Ah, fantastic. And I currently bow, of course, a polite, courtly bow, as I.
I move within 60 feet of her.
Toward her?
Yes.
Why?
Magic.
Just in case.
I'm
She's
up against the wall. We
slowly
just came
moving
in.
down from the stone and moving towards this area of collapsed flooring that sits between the two of you.
Okay.
Your perception check was quite good.
I rolled an 18.
Was reasonably
21
good.
here.
And yours was 21
23.
and 23. Excuse me. You notice that just beyond the lip of this broken floor, there are a number of things that have fallen down into the depression here of the collapsed floor.
It's like a ward.
Yes, but there's nothing. There appears to be a small bag of imperial coin here. There's a.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I feel the urge to walk forward. That's down below.
Can I reach it?
Wait, you didn't actually see it.
Yes, I believe you can.
Yes, you do.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Yes, you can reach it.
Excellent. I will pick it up. Does something bite my hand off or anything?
Sure. as you touch it, every eye every face turns towards you,
I will
I
hand
feel
it.
like we should.
Perhaps you shan't not lay hand upon
including
that.
the figure of the light figure.
Yeah, so I will grab it. Everybody looks at me. I will let it go.
15 seconds of fame.
That's right. I will take my hand off of it if everyone looks at me
That is not a good sign.
and leave it right where it is.
But
Yes.
did the lady of this place have something to say? I feel like she was about to say something there. Abyss?
Harpist.
Harpist. Oh, harpist.
When somebody
Yay.
asks you for
Yes. Yes. You say yes.
Are you
Yes.
God?
I.
Are you the keymaster?
I am the, and whatever her word for harpist is that I'm hearing. Harpist.
Master harpist.
Master harpist. Aye.
You know master and
I know master. I know harpist.
Hopefully the sentence structure
Oh,
is
it's
the
such a
same.
good thing this is a cantrip. And I can cast it infinitely.
She floats across the space to where you stand. She's a good head taller than you.
Oh,
I stand upright and stop leaning on the wall that I was against. Nothing aggressive, just kind of more have attention.
How do you still?
very well. I look up at her. What do we got?
Within 60 feet.
No, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know you're there.
I didn't have to roll a one, but sure. I had
Why
to
not?
roll a one. Okay.
There is one.
It's always interesting that way.
Because that way we're not going to die yet.
Well,
Buy us a few more minutes.
something. What do we got?
You rolled a natural 20 and a 1 tonight.
I know. That's apparently all I'm rolling tonight. Ones and 20s.
Just flip a coin.
It's the party dice.
She grabs you by the throat.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm gonna stand up and like point a stick at her.
My savior.
And she starts dragging you back out through the doors.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Does he look like he's actually in danger, like he's actually being choked, or is he just being dragged?
Yeah, sure. Is it like this or is it
Well,
like this?
I envisioned, he said by the throat. I envisioned she's got me by the
She
throat.
has a tremendous grip, but
Sure.
it's
Is it time to intervene?
unfortunately for her, It isn't low enough really to choke you. It's just enough to take you here and pull you along.
I don't
You're
think
going in the
so.
right direction.
I hope so.
I'll nonchalantly follow behind them.
You can hear a murmur going through the crowd, rising into a chant.
Oh, crap.
Which is all nonsense.
I am going to try and do my best to muddle out. I'm okay.
I'm going to
Leave her
take
be.
the words that I've heard spoken, even though I don't know what they mean, and I'm going to use my cantrip to make ominous whispers with just an amalgamation of the words. They don't have to make any sense.
Get it done.
I think we should follow.
Oh, yes.
Interfere not. I'm okay.
Okay.
Follow from a
We'll
distance.
follow it more.
I will
than
follow.
ways then.
Again,
Keeping
nonchalantly, I'm
keeping
not
her within 60
particularly
feet.
concerned about this throat.
Everything's 60 feet.
Yeah, I'll stick close.
You
to
are
her.
following. She is dragging you. You are following him, and everyone else is following the rest of you as they're emptying out of this to follow
We
along.
weren't going to
I
have
sure
before,
hope he
but we
knows
are
how to
now.
play
The continuing chant of
You do know how to
Harvest.
play a harp, right?
Harvest.
That's why I'm staying close.
I'm sure I can learn. But this is fantastic.
That's why I follow you closely.
It drags you through the rooms and through each of the 3 chambers that separate the interior of this place with the outside. She comes to the main doors, which you had not seen before. They're broken and fallen. The arch above it is also fallen into crumbled rock and stone in front, but she doesn't see it or care to bother with it. She drags you over the rocks. Go ahead and give me a little
I'm going to say
roll a 20 for me.
I'm going to say in Infernal, just loud enough that he can hear. I got you covered for the harp.
Well, I rolled a 6, but
David says, it's been my experience that chanting tends to lead to bad stuff.
Yes,
well,
yes it does.
hard extractions. I think.
We concur.
Yeah. Anyway, for what it's worth, I rolled a 6, but that's just a naked 6. You do with that what you
I
want.
am going to do it. You're going to take 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage, very
Drag
well.
over rocks, yeah. You
Very well.
Probably stumbled, but it was not good.
I'm okay with that.
Has grown up around
just
aerospace,
think it's
apparently.
Harvest. She is.
Very focused. I like it.
Well, Laura's having a good
I
time.
guess not always a rousing chant of one of us is kind of nice. Thank you, Dragon Knight.
You go through the drag across the broken doors. You can see through the thick fog the swamp that actually is extended in front of this space, but she turns to the right and she moves around a broken and crumbling wall into a larger open space. Here is a footbridge that extends part way across the river that is running through here. This area of the swamp is moving faster than other areas of the swamp. It seems that the main river flows through this space. The bridge that she is dragging you toward extends only partly across the river. There's a spot in the middle that is broken and fallen completely through.
Is that something I can use mending to fix?
No.
Like small things.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a foot size scratches.
So it's not the.
But she is dragging you heedlessly up this side of the bridge and stops.
Okay.
It's not good.
On the far side of the bridge, a dark hooded figure stands with a tall spear.
You're dead. Sorry, bro.
Behind him, you can see the figures in the dimness of the fog. You can see figures of the Dragonborn standing in ranks behind this figure.
That's so good.
You got this? You got the Dragonborn? Okay.
They're never done.
All right. Has she let go of my neck yet?
She drags you up off of your feet, holds you up
Over the hole in the bridge?
above the hole over the bridge, and says, and hisses in a loud voice, Hades. And the figure on the other side of the bridge replies, he is mine.
Okay.
How big is the hole in this bridge?
See, I don't know any of that. I just hear him speaking gibberish.
Sure.
You're the only one that understands it.
How big is the hole? Can we jump it?
It's possible to leap it, but even as he says he is mine, the ranks of the Dragonborn rush forward across the river space, and he rushes towards you up over the bridge.
Of course, locked at 10.
Behind you, you can hear the drawing of old and rusted metal.
I'm going to cast a spell similar to a light spell, only it's not actually going to produce light. It's just going to be super, super bright. I think a firework going off in your face. Super bright, right between him and all the Dragonborn. And it'll last for a minute.
A brilliant flash erupts above the bridge. A blinding flash erupts above the bridge.
Shocking up.
And I do believe that's the end for this evening.
Oh, it is. It's 8:01.
Is it? Yep, round time. Well,
Just as you have draconians running forward and
yep.
yeah.
All right.
Nothing like being
You're
right
welcome.
between the armies.
You wanted a harp. You got a harp.
Did I get a harp? I don't know what I got. Yeah, I haven't seen the harp
You've
yet.
not been impaled. You've not been impaled or choked out yet either.
We have to have a harp this time.
Apparently we have. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we were looking for you all along.
Yeah.
Could have saved us some trouble.
So.
Wow, that was
Yeah.
quite a game tonight.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I caused a lot of
I
problems.
wanted to just thank again everybody for a really memorable birthday. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the people, all you people online. Thank you for joining me here for my totally impromptu birthday. And it's been fabulous. Thank you, everybody.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And those of you who are backers of our Kickstarter, please come and we're going to get some information to you soon as things are progressing. There we can see your lovely face. And like I say, we're working on a way that you can even enjoy some of the creation process that we're working on right now. We are going to be using BackerKit for our project, and so those of you who did not somehow get in on the Kickstarter should be able to be able to come in and late pledge.
Do you know when that's going to open so we can add things like the Larry Elmore cover art and stuff like that? Because those were not an option in the original packages.
Those are just.
Those actually are, everybody's going to just.
Those are just stretch goals that
Oh.
just happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
everybody's good.
Yeah. Some were stretch goals that just did add things for them, but Larry's cover art.
Yeah.
We
was-
actually had a
that
discussion
was
the
for
other day
everybody.
about
Yeah.
art direction on both Larry's piece and Matt Stewicki's piece.
Oh, that's
We're very
So, yeah.
excited about that.
And we'll
We
let
can't
everybody
wait.
know when Kickstarter goes live so that you can get in on
Not
that.
Kickstarter, BackerKit.
I'm sorry, BackerKit. Kickstarter, we already did
The
that.
Pledge Manager.
Pledge Manager and
Yeah.
BackerKit is what we realized.
That's the one.
And other than that, thank you everybody for a really great evening. I really
course.
enjoyed the game tonight.
Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
And
That was really fun.
that was a lot of fun. And anything else, Laura, from you?
Well, everybody online saying happy birthday again. Or
Well, happy
happy late day
birthday to
of
me.
life gift.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. We watched the Legos Star Wars Holiday Special last night.
Oh.
I enjoyed that tremendously.
It's so much better than the original.
The original holiday special?
Could it be worse?
What are you talking about? An Ewok Christmas was amazing.
Hey, listen, Grandpa Itchy still has me worried. Seriously. I mean, the guy's got a problem and they're just feeding it.
So
It's really
bad.
sad.
Oh,
Yes, we will admit to having like a DVD copy of the original. And
Those are hard to
Those are
find.
illegal, man.
Those are hard to find.
don't tell George. What
I don't
got.
know. We bought it at some convention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I say? Years ago, long time
Yeah,
ago.
it wasn't actually on the floor. It was like in an alley, I think.
It
or
was
something
it?
like that.
Like
No,
a
it was
family
at
Christmas-
Dragon Con. Let us see.
Oh, okay. It was at Dragon
Okay.
Con, which is kind of like it.
Isn't it like a family Christmas dare where we turn it on and we see how far
So
we
It is. It's a family Christmas dare. We put it on to see how long people can
It's
last.
a marathon of endurance.
Yeah.
We've had a suggestion.
Yes.
It's under level. It says Sky Raiders of Avarak's Christmas special play.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's
Wow.
coming your
It's
way.
coming your way.
Somebody write
Now,
that
are
down.
they asking for a game? This game to take place like on Christmas
On
Eve?
Christmas Eve, the holiday,
One of us should dress up as Santa. One of a few elves.
few elves. Yeah.
Yeah.
We actually did do an XDM game that was Assault on Santa's Workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
Anyway, everyone, thank you for joining us here. Next week, we're going to see if a very bright ball of light will somehow save these people who are caught between two conflicted armies.
What do you mean, people?
Yeah.
He is caught between two conflicted armies.
That's true.
I feel like
Stand
yeah.
back here.
That's true. You're very far away
I'm
from the-
between the rock and the hard place.
None of us have crossed the bridge at all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Subscribe.
Have fun storming the castle.
You think they could do it?
It'll take a miracle.
It will take a minute.